Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. That clap was much louder than I expected it to be. This is episode 7 of the Football Chat podcast, and big news today. I mean, you could be just listening to this podcast because it's our first one on Spotify. We're not the fellas. We don't have any like party poppers to set off and celebrate. All we've got is Dime and TFC coasters. Yeah, obviously, it's been a while since you've been here.
It's been, what, an episode?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
One episode, but it's quite a while. But yeah, should we get into today's topic of the podcast? How Conte can fix Tottenham, because Tottenham are rubbish.
They are, they're awful.
Last team of the league.
However, I don't think that he can do anything until January.
You don't?
No.
You think the squad's too bad?
They have one good player, one player who's sometimes good for England and only ever England.
Yeah.
That's it.
What, Kane and Son?
Kane and Son.
To be fair, Kane this season, I agree, has been very poor. But in general, obviously, he is sensational. But yeah, he does need to up it this season. I do think Conte's system, though, could benefit him massively, and he'll start getting a lot more goals than he does. And that link up between Kane and Son in a Conte system will be much better, I reckon. Because you'd imagine he'll either do a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2.
Honestly, I don't think Spurs have 3 good centre backs.
No, but they'll get one in
They'll play
January.
Dyer on a
They'll play Dyer, Romero, and like Sanchez.
It's awful.
Or something like that. But to be fair, Sanchez in Ten Hag's system in 2017 Ajax was solid. So maybe under Conte, Sanchez could turn out to be an incredible young centre-back again. Romero looked really good in a free again for Atalanta, and he's a good centre-back in general. But yeah, he was in a 3 last season. He knows what he's doing in it. Dyer played, I think, in a 3 for England.
But it's Eric Dyer.
It is Eric Dyer, I agree. But he should be...
They have a better chance of playing Davies left-back.
He should be given some leeway, though, by... To be fair, that's not an awful show.
Dyer is tragic.
Dyer would be alright, though, with 2 players covering him, I reckon. Because he hasn't got much to do.
What they should do is they should have a 3 back and just not put Dyer in the team. Just go out with 10 then.
Yeah, good. So
go and fight a fan or something.
They'll find a centre-back in Jan.
They have to.
I mean, I don't know why they sold Juan Foyth. He's a really good young centre-back, and yet they put a 10 mil release clause in his contract and then loaned him out to Villarreal. Yeah. In his loan deal. So obviously they went and, after he had a good season, got him right.
That would be decent. Dyer for Tanganga.
Tanganga in the back 3 once he's fit.
Yeah.
Oh, and they'll probably get a centre back in January.
You acted as if
someone like
not Davies, wasn't it?
Someone like Skriniar.
That would be decent.
Or De Vrij, I reckon, will go there.
Yeah, he will look for Inter players, won't he?
Yeah. Or the thing is, I just had Mary Demiral on a loan if he hadn't joined Atalanta. Yeah. On loan this season, because he looks really good, especially in the last few games against United.
Try and bring in youngsters.
He could, but Spurs have already got quite a few young centre backs. Romero's quite young.
Nah, but I mean, as in
Sanchez is still young, and they've lost out on the experience that they had from Vertonghen and Alderweireld. I mean, the main experience at the back now is Eric Dyer, excluding Lloris, of course. He's very experienced player. That whole backline's young. You've got the likes of Reguilon, who's 23. Doherty on the other fullbacks. He's not.
He's 28.
He's like 28, but he's not experienced at the highest level.
Who's the other fullback they use there?
I can't think who Tottenham's current right back is, because they haven't been using Doherty, and they used Aurier last season, but he's sold now.
Villarreal now.
Yeah. They sold all their right backs to Villarreal.
Yeah.
In an interesting decision from Tottenham's board, but
I mean, that is definitely completely down to not even just their board.
Well, the thing is, you'd expected Nuno to use Doherty, but he just didn't. I don't know why Nuno didn't use a back 3. Like, a 3 back is perfect. It's what he used at Wolves.
Yeah.
It would work for that Tottenham.
He did against United, and they lost 3-0.
Yeah, to be fair. Maybe that's why he didn't use a back 3.
But then he used a back 4 against Arsenal, lost 3-1. Back 4 against you, lost 3-0. Back 4 against Palace, lost 3-0. Yeah, I see why, actually. But then he used back 3 against West Ham and only conceded 1. I mean,
yeah.
Moving up in the world.
Only conceded.
And then he tried it against United and got sacked. I don't see why I sacked him.
You don't?
He got what? He was there 1 month, got manager of the month.
What from what I've heard, it's that obviously that month they got very lucky. XG said they should have been like 9th, and now they're back. Now they're down in 8th, but XG said they should have been nowhere near where they were. But from what I've heard, Nuno did not get on with the players at all. The players didn't trust him. They didn't
want to Portuguese.
Play for Nuno.
It does make a lot of sense. Is anyone Portuguese? No.
No, they don't have any Portuguese players. I don't.
Makes
no,
sense.
they don't. But yeah, there was a lot of falling out between the club. Nuno spent a lot of time just locked up in his own room working. From what I've heard from the Athletic journalist, I think his name's Jack Pittsbrook or something like that. Jack Pittsbrook, and he's decent. He's a Tottenham guy, and I think from what I saw on Twitter, he fell out with the players, and not a good time for Nuno at Tottenham. But yeah, under Conte they should be playing better. We've obviously discussed that back three. Will he go for a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3 though? Is yet to be seen. What do you reckon about it though?
Guess a 3-4-3.
Really?
Because he has a better. Spurs do have a better left wing, right wing striker thing than they would a Cam, 2 strikers. Unless they play. Well, no,
because I think it'll be Son and Kane playing off each other, and then you get a bit more midfield stability, which they can dominate midfield with, because they've got the likes of Ndombele. They've got Lo Celso that can play in the midfield.
If they want to dominate it, they do kind of need. Yeah.
And then Højbjerg as well. So that would probably be their midfield three.
He didn't play as much as I expected him to.
Højbjerg. He played. I know under Mourinho and Mason last season he played like every minute.
He should have played every game.
I don't know why. Yeah, Nuno.
Oliver Skip came in and got booked in his first 38 seconds against us.
Skip's not it, but he would have the ability to develop pretty well in a midfield three alongside Ndombele and Højbjerg. But I don't see what Skip
offers. If they're going to play 2 CDMs, they do have to. They can't play a Cam in front of them. You can't have 3 midfielders.
No, but they can drop Lo Celso in as well.
Yeah, that works. Lo Celso's a player that should be starting pretty much week in, week out.
Yeah, well, either Lo Celso or Dele Alli, just a little bit deeper. Because their player.
Alli doesn't do anything other than get forward though.
Yeah, but he'd be there to sweep. I get what you're saying, but he'd be a little bit of creativity in that side.
Yeah,
because the fullbacks. To be fair, the fullbacks should be creating a lot more in a Conte system. They should be getting the majority of the goals, like Alonso and Moses did when Conte won the league with Chelsea in 2017. It's either 17, 18 or something like that.
I think at final Moses got sent off, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, and we won 2-1 after scoring 2 minutes after.
Was it FA Cup or was it Community Shield?
Final. Or was it FA Cup? I remember it. Because we beat 2-1. David Luiz scored an equaliser.
And then we played again in the Community Shield, obviously, because Chelsea won the league. And
we beat you again.
Yeah, fraudulent games.
Yeah.
There was that Kovacic challenge, wasn't there, on Xhaka?
That was new. That was the newer one, wasn't it?
Xhaka broke Kovacic's ankle and Kovacic got sent off for it.
Yeah. But then the same thing happened with Bruno against Villa.
That's just Anthony Taylor, though.
And it was
hates Chelsea.
But Anthony Taylor did the same thing, Villa, United.
Anthony Taylor's useless.
Where Bruno's roulette stomped on the player's ankle, fell over, and the centre-back, I think it was Conte, I don't know. It was a little bit, that doesn't make sense. But,
yeah.
He is an awful referee. But, he won a FA Cup, so...
Fair enough. But, yeah, with Conte, his system would offer a lot more to that Tottenham side. What transfers, though, would you see him making? Because, obviously, Tottenham squad isn't horrific. There's some good players in there, but there is some big improvements to be made. So, where do you reckon he would go for moves first?
I do think if he does want to play a 3-back, he needs to strengthen, get a bit more experience at the back.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, he is stuck with Eric Dyer as their most experienced centre-back.
Yeah.
Which is not what you want.
He's not perfect. As your experienced centre-back, Eric Dyer, a CDM.
Yeah.
But
no, they do go. He does go. Yeah, she said Skriniar.
Well, I think Skriniar's only got 1 year left in his contract, which is why he is a good suggestion.
January, it's a free.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Gets him on a free. And
another player on a free I think Tottenham could go for is Ousmane Dembele. It'll either be Tottenham or Newcastle, I think, for him.
I think Newcastle have more of a chance.
Yeah, because Newcastle have got loads of money.
But yeah, exactly. They have so much to offer him that he goes,
yeah.
Do I go and play for Spurs or do I go and play for this Newcastle side?
Newcastle have money.
Have money to spend on better players.
But because of FFP,
They get 200 million
What?
years.
Yeah,
every year.
but what they want to do is reduce the amount of transfer fees.
Yes, that's
because
right.
that will
free would be
that
good.
will help them because then the money they give him more in wages
But Usman would finish everyone free.
won't be as much as it would if they were buying someone of the same caliber.
So Maximan's good enough.
Yeah,
For multiple sides in Premier League.
probably. And I mean, I think he'd even start in like Liverpool side over Mane for me. I think he's that good.
A shout. But I do think not over Mane. They drop for me
Or they
down, but move one of the
Mane
into the mid.
Mane up front, and then Maximan on the wing, or Maximan up front. And they'd play some. So I think he'd start there. I think the only teams he wouldn't start for right now are Chelsea and City.
I don't know how he'd fit in our team though, because we don't play
in Arsenal.
Yeah,
been off Smith Rowe.
No, Smith Rowe's way too good to been off.
No,
especially on the form he's in at the minute.
They'd fit him in.
They would, obviously. They'd find a way.
You'd put Smith Rowe, Cam.
Saka's just because he played 100 games for us, you can't replace him.
Put him on the left back.
And we spent 50 million for Odegaard. They're not exactly going to go. Got Maximan.
They're not gonna buy him, but they would put him in the team. You'd just spend Saka, but they wouldn't do that.
Or
they wouldn't.
Because Aubameyang's going soon. There's no way he doesn't. Lacazette's got a year left on his contract,
and he's rubbish.
He's not bad. He's not great.
Wow.
He's just a very mid striker.
Yeah.
He's better
in a league like Ligue 1 though, he'd tear it up.
And I'd say La Liga.
Yeah.
If he goes and joins
Serie A as well, he'd be a beast because the pace is so much slower there.
They nearly bought Lacazette, and I think him and Suarez up front tearing out La Liga like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But
then they've got Griezmann on loan and they'll get him for like 5 mil at the end of the year.
It's 13
yeah,
which is stupid.
Really cheap. And they've got Felix as well.
Yeah, considering Barcelona want money to get rid of their debt, loaning out Griezmann was not the option.
Yeah, to be honest, nothing that happens at Barcelona makes any sense. But that is a longer topic for another day. We should do Xavi. Xavi will probably be announced, and then we'll do a podcast on that next week. So hopefully Xavi is announced.
Can I tell me also about Spurs that will happen? I think they should give Galini more of a chance.
Over Lloris. Yeah. I don't rate Lloris at all.
I don't really. The keeper they signed from was it Atalanta as well.
Pierluigi Galini is on loan from Atalanta.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They
in a deal that
I don't rate.
Didn't make much sense. I don't think he's that good.
He's not great. He's past his best. Let's say that because he used to be alright, and now he's.
I mean, they could obviously get a new keeper, and on the topic of transfers, we've already discussed the centre backs.
They're loaning one in.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah,
but if they're letting Lloris go, bring in someone like Keylor Navas, currently not getting any minutes at PSG.
I saw Navas to
Newcastle.
No,
it's another place I've seen him linked.
Because Chesney might be leaving.
Yeah, but then why Chesney to Tottenham? No, because he's an ex-Arsenal, isn't he? So Newcastle then.
We nearly got Chesney again, which was really weird to me because I don't see why we would. So we went and bought Ramsdale, and then everyone was like,
"Yeah, but you love Aaron Ramsdale."
Ramsdale is, to be fair, he's great. He's a great.
He had a good game.
The save of the season happened.
Stop waffling.
No, it's a lovely save though.
It was a good save, but there's been better saves.
No, there hasn't.
Edouard Mendy's does that 5 times a game, mate.
But that was different.
Nah,
especially right. What makes it so good is he can't see the ball.
What makes it so good is that he's an Arsenal player and this name's Aaron Ramsdale. That's why you think it's so good.
If you have a look at Twitter, Bo Schmeichel said it was. David Seaman says it was.
Yeah.
And that's all I can remember. There was another one.
Good.
There was another keeper.
So you've mentioned David Seaman, ex-Arsenal.
And then ex-United, and player playing in the other end of the goal, other end of the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. So he's lying.
Yeah, like, yeah.
he's just lying.
It was a lovely free kick as well.
He'll be great for England, Ramsdale.
Yeah, I still think they should have given him a chance
Pickford,
over Johnson. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Pickford's
for England is different.
He's terrible for Everton.
Pickford's the sauciest keeper in the league.
Give it 3 years
in the world.
When Pickford had just given up with his career because he stuck at Everton and he's gone, my hair's more important.
Nah, because I'm telling you now, Pickford will end up at Man United.
Why though?
Because that's what United do.
I saw this the other day.
United buy stupidly expensive English players for no reason. Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire did really well for Leicester. I get 80 million wasn't it, but 40, 50 at the time, sure.
But I don't know how you can buy a centre back who's has got nothing on their CV apart from a relegation.
And one good year.
Maguire has never won a trophy.
Never won a trophy
In his career. Even Kepa's won more than that. Kepa's won 3 at Chelsea.
However, it's Kepa, so it doesn't count.
It does. Kepa's a beast.
Actually, Kepa's the manager. Kepa's going to win infinite trophies.
And then with...
He's so good, though.
He'll always be the manager of Chelsea.
Yeah, that's what United will do. They'll sell Dean Henderson for like 20 mil to like Newcastle, and then they'll get Pickford for 70.
That would be a great... That would be a great
they'll
bit
do
of
something
business for Newcastle, obviously.
Yeah, that's why
United
I've
is
seen
United.
it a lot, because he's not getting any minutes at United this season.
I know
And Newcastle
wanna
need
loan
a keeper.
Van der Beek out in January.
Newcastle as well. Martial out to Newcastle as well. Everyone to Newcastle. Here we go.
Van der Beek, though, I don't see him staying in front.
It depends, I think.
I think it was a stupid transfer from United. Don't get me wrong, I know he was good.
I could see debate going like Serie A to reinvent himself and then coming back and playing for like...
But that's when he's
City.
29, 30.
No, because I could see him doing 2 years at like Napoli or something, bossing it, and then coming back, going to City. Because that would be the ultimate FU to United.
Nah, I genuinely think he'll go back to Ajax and loan this season.
Yeah, he likes working under Ten Hag. Ajax are really good at the moment. And yeah, anyway, we've diverted massively.
Really? We're still on... I know, we're at United now. We were talking about Spurs.
Yeah, we do it Tottenham. But yeah, let's discuss other transfer they can make. We obviously briefly mentioned the centre backs, Skriniar, De Vrij, someone like that will probably go there.
Or do they go Pepe in until the end of his career? Just because it's cheap, innit?
Yeah.
Exactly, that's the point.
You also don't want to upset the balance of the squad. Pepe's quite a controversial character.
Exactly, that's why he'd be great in the Premier League.
You just kick people.
I just want him to join the Premier League for a season.
Just volleys Ronaldo.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
could go like Wolves because he's Portuguese, isn't he? Imagine that.
Who's Wolves' new manager?
Bruno Lager.
Ex-Porto, right?
I don't know.
He's
I
Portuguese.
think Lager was at Braga. Just as a rhyme. No. I don't know.
Porto's
where
manager
it
went
was
somewhere. I know, Porto's manager was the one that turned down the Spurs contract. He was the
Oh.
fourth manager to do so.
What, Fonseca? No, Sergio Conceição. Is that? I think that's Porto's manager because they
Porto's
did
manager
really,
went,
they did really well in
fine.
in Europe last season. They beat Juve and then they lost to Chelsea. But
Although, can I explain? I don't
Porto
get why
did alright.
Conte didn't join Spurs start season. If he was just going to
because
join now anyway.
I've seen his interview, he said that he was still he still felt he still had feelings for Inter. It's like you don't move
High
on.
school breakup now.
Yeah, no, you don't move on to a girl straight away. It's like that. He didn't want to jump from one to the other. He took a short break so everyone forgot about the last one. Moves on.
Short break. He waited 3 months.
4.
Oh. But what I don't get right is what he should have done. He should have done it at the start. Had the whole of summer transfer window, and then also had January instead of having 30 days, 31 days.
But I think he was. I don't think he's telling the truth. I reckon what's happened is Tottenham didn't offer him enough money in the summer.
They offered him the exact same. He's on the same contract he was offered before.
Is he?
Yeah, the exact same.
Well,
Can I turn that off?
why is it
So
too hot?
hot.
You can do it as the producer, but that's the fan, by the way, for all the audio listeners who cannot see him pointing, and
Can't
for
see
the
on camera,
video,
is there? Yeah.
the
There's
video
a
guys
fan-
that can't see
not a
anyway.
fan, heater in that corner.
Yeah. It is
very
actually
hot
quite
in
hot
here.
in here, but it will get cold quickly. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought now.
The reason Conte didn't join the start of the season.
Yeah, well, my thought before you was that he was offered less. Then Levy's gone, this is shit, and he's gone, Conte, you can have the extra money, please come.
But even if it is different, I remember seeing somewhere it's either the same or it's like $2,000 more, right?
Or they offered him the same in like, because it was the problem in the summer. One of them,
Well, it might have been the same
at least,
originally then.
was
and
that
then
he was
changed.
offered the money. They got to the contract, and then Levy tried to lower his wages by like
so maybe it's the
40k or
original
something.
price is the same. That makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense. Yeah,
and
I
then-
didn't know that happened.
And then he came back and was like, I'll give you all the money. Just please join.
Levy's an idiot. I don't
yeah.
like the whole owner system. Like not the whole system, but as in, most of them should be English. Because the way it works at the minute is an American comes in, has no clue what he's on about.
Yeah.
Gives him 10 million and goes, this
think
should do you. No, it doesn't.
there's only like 4 clubs now that are owned by English owners or something like that.
Or even managers that know how much football.
I know
how much
Norwich is Delia Smith.
money. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know.
and like probably Burnley.
Burnley aren't. This confused me. Burnley's owned by a French dude. And there's only one French player in their squad, and it's his son.
The Idiot Army.
And then they've got Maxwell Cornet, who's just come from France.
He's not French, is he?
I know he's not French, but
The only
he's been in
French
France
player
a
this
while.
French owner has decided to buy was his son.
Also, I don't know whether Cornet is French or not. I don't know whether he's born there.
No, he is completely.
Oh, yeah.
But it's half the French squad aren't French anyway, so
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like I found out the other day at the Arsenal.
Zidane. He was.
Benzema's Algerian.
Yeah, Benzema as well. There's a lot of French players
Zidane's-
who were.
Zidane's from Senegal.
Are in.
Because
Algerian,
Zidane and Vieira could have both played for Senegal. Because Vieira had,
Senegal crying right now.
exactly. Vieira had no link to France until he played there before he went to Milan. He lived there for 6 years,
and then
in
you
their
get
youth academy.
then you get citizenship, don't you?
Exactly.
So you can play
Went to
for.
Milan, joined us, and there's an
That's
Arsenal chant.
That's pretty much the entire French team. And then the Moroccan team is the French and Spanish players that aren't good enough.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're pretty much Moroccan, aren't we? I mean,
But I'm assuming that's the
Same
same
thing,
Andorra.
innit?
It's like they're on the border.
yeah.
They might as well.
But
go,
they're not going Andorra, are they? They're not going Andorra.
It's like the semi-professional.
And then that
French and Spanish players that can't make it into-
that Moroccan side is wavy. They've got like Hakimi,
Yeah.
Benatia, Ziyech,
Hakimi's French.
all that lot. I know. I think Ziyech,
Hakimi's linked to Morocco. His granddad.
Ziyech was born in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And obviously then lived there his whole life.
Ziyech,
Probably
at the
he
start
probably
of
has
his
been
career,
to Morocco, but at some point been none.
Was Dutch
Hasn't played there.
and then did make it into the Netherlands side.
Yeah,
and went-
exactly.
It's like what Antonio did.
Jamaica.
You know,
Yeah.
if Antonio waited another week, he'd be in the England squad. There's no way he's
dunno,
not. He's on
well-
such good form. It's like Ollie Watkins. What has he really done?
Yeah, but with international football, what a lot of fans don't realise is that having the same squad
I know
throughout all the qualifiers and then going into the World
I know,
Cup is a
I
key
know,
thing for squad
but
harmony.
We have a whole year. You sub Antonio in for a player. It's not going to change much.
Yeah, but if you're Ollie Watkins and you get dropped for even those 2 qualifiers, I don't know. You might be a bit pissed off. I mean, I would be if I got dropped
for 2 games.
for 2 games.
But you'd be sitting on the reserves anyway.
Yeah, but I went with England, innit? I'm big.
Yeah.
You don't want to go, I got dropped by
Yeah,
England.
but even then, he must realise that Antonio is clear of him.
But why take like Kane to
Well,
San Marino in Albania?
But that makes more sense for me because Kane's not in good form, so you get him into better form for when.
Yeah, but you don't need Kane for all
Exactly.
those
Yeah,
games.
obviously you don't need him, but at the
Then you
minute
might as well
do,
give someone
don't
who's
you?
in good. But then, other
You
than
get him back into good form, and it comes next November.
all
December,
the English strikers are injured, we've got no Calvert-Lewin at the moment. We've got no Bamford,
and Kane is awful.
and
So-
yeah.
Yeah, we're
So
in, we're in
Watkins
March, we're in
starting at the World Cup. But once again, we've got no. I think Ings is retired.
Retired.
I
Ings
think
is
it's
gone.
like Vardy is as well.
But
Because all the good English
What I
strikers
know is-
have retired.
Rooney came out of
international
retirement,
football.
right? Of international.
Yeah, so he could get his thingy games.
Yeah, I know. So why doesn't Danny Ings, who's easy to get into the team now, do the same? Because he's not exactly.
But I guess he just doesn't really want to.
I guess.
Because he wouldn't. He's not going to be going to like World Cups and stuff. He's going to sit on the bench for Andorra and stuff like that. So it's not worth it for him. It's not worth the risk of an injury playing against Andorra for England once. Like he's played for England before, so it's not like it's his first cap.
Yeah.
So he's played for his country, and he's not going to get in the World Cup side. So what's the point in just going and playing random friendlies where you could get injured and ruin your season, or even his career? At how old he is?
Yeah.
He's not like 40 odd, but
33.
he is 30s. I think he's only like I think he's just 30 or
Oh,
something
that's
like that.
not bad then.
Yeah, but
He's still got another 8 years on the football pitch.
yeah,
He's
but
30.
if you get another year and it's something bad,
Yeah, I guess.
that you just don't want to risk it. But yeah, back to Tottenham, because again, we think with transfers. I think they need someone creative in that midfield.
They do.
I think I think they
Who do
could
they
splash
go?
big. I've seen Nicolo Barella linked, who I think is a big
I'd
shout.
actually cry.
I would be upset as well because I have a Barella Inter shirt.
too.
I would have to burn it. No, I wouldn't because I need the number for my collection. But it would be very disappointing if Barella went. But he would be, I think, the key to Tottenham's problems.
Yes.
Barella's very good creatively. Tottenham this season have put up awful creative numbers. They just don't create chances at all.
Again, why don't they
And that's
go...
why they don't score goals, because they don't create anything.
Surely you get someone to play in the Prem if you want guaranteed, for sure, you're going to play well.
Well, what about like Ward-Prowse then?
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Ward-Prowse is a big creator.
Ward-Prowse at Spurs, especially...
He's a set-piece specialist, which they don't have without Eriksen. They don't have a free kick taker. Kane slaps him in
This is what I
over the
get.
bars.
Why clubs decide to get rid of some of their best players? Like, we got rid of Özil, they got rid of Eriksen. What?
Well, they're
Eriksen's
both unhappy at the club. Eriksen didn't play for 6 months because
But-
he didn't come to training.
Yeah, but that's his fault. I'm on about...
Yeah, but
Özil got told he's not allowed to play.
Yeah, well,
That's stupid. Why would you do that?
he kind of fell out with everyone. at
After that
point.
happened.
Yeah.
And he's still paying our mascot. What? The man was refused access into training one time and he was still like, yeah, here's 30 grand. So what?
But yeah, with Eriksen, it was, he wanted to move to Real. They didn't let him, so he didn't go to training and then ended up at Inter.
And then went into cardiac arrest, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, now he can't play. At Inter, which is quite upsetting. I reckon he'll go to Ajax though.
He's allowed back in March.
Is he?
Yeah.
I could still see him going Ajax
But I
on a
don't
loan.
think I think he's allowed back in training in March.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't
I don't
think
think he's allowed to play
he
until
can't play
next
in the
year.
Serie A. No, I don't think he can play at all because he's got the pacemaker, whatever it
For
is.
now, though, that's obviously going to come out at some point.
Well, no, because
that's
Daily
usually-
Blind plays with one.
Yeah, but Blin doesn't play the sort of role that Eriksen does he?
Yeah, but I think in the Eredivisie, Eriksen could afford to be a little bit more laboured. They have a bit of a Pirlo in his last seasons at Juve role. They can protect him with the youngsters of Gravenberch and that, and then
That's a good option for Spurs.
Eriksen just to run, Daily Gravenberch,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. Yeah. I mean, they've
But
got
if he does come in,
Højbjerg,
It is a
they've got
replacement for
Ndombele,
Ndombele, yeah.
or they play all three.
That's what I'm thinking.
But then
Then
because
I don't see why Ndombele plays.
Gravenberch can create.
Ndombele's playing over...
Because
Højbjerg,
Ndombele's
I'd
tackles and
say.
interceptions were really good at Lyon. He's just been put in a
he's
not great formation.
But yeah, that's exactly what it is. That if Conte doesn't do what everybody's hyped him up to do, then what?
Yeah, it's just a flawed squad at that point. Because what can you do? You've had the likes of
Nuno,
yeah,
Conte.
it's not like you've had bad managers. You've had Mourinho, who I'd say is
But then,
at
but then
least
if Conte-
top 10 of all time, probably
yeah.
top 5.
Conte,
And then
if
you've
Conte
got
can't do it,
Conte,
I say he comes...
who's a proven Premier League winner. I mean, he
Exactly.
won it.
If Conte can't do anything at
4 years
Spurs,
ago.
and he beat Juve's unbeaten streak with Inter,
Yeah,
if Conte can't do it at Spurs, that's when you go rebuild time.
yeah. You need a whole
That's
club
when you reset.
anyway.
Because there's no way...
But it's whether he's given the budget to work with. If he's given
Yeah,
the money
obviously.
so he can go out and
But
get the likes of
he
Gravenberch
can
or
easily get
Barella.
Champions League football this team.
Yeah,
And I say easily.
I don't
All
know
they
though.
need to do is
'Cause
replace that centre-back, and they're good.
I think that fourth
centre-back
spot
and
is
possibly right back.
spot is very competitive this year. You've got, I think your top 3 are almost nailed on if United can get their shit together. That top 4 is almost nailed on if United can get that shit together.
I don't think it is.
No,
I don't think... No, well, obviously,
the
unless...
top 3 now are finishing top 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless something horrific happens at Man City.
But what I think is, if
Or Liverpool drop off without Mane and Salah.
Pep don't get a striker, if Pep doesn't get a striker in January, that's when I start seeing problems.
I don't think they can win the league, but I think they're still good enough to get third.
I say top 4 easy,
Yeah.
right? I'd say they'd struggle top 2, possibly finish 3rd.
Yeah. There's a few times where against a low block, without a natural finisher, they really struggle. Southampton, Palace.
Yeah.
Like when they don't have someone who can just get a goal.
Yeah.
They really struggle.
Without Aguero, I know that he can't play now, obviously, because of his...
Yeah.
But without Aguero, they do seem to be
They
struggling.
didn't replace him. Like, you can't
But you see what
replace him
Pep
with
said.
Jesus. Jesus is more of a winger than a striker.
Pep said recently they didn't have the time. You had 3 months to do it. I know you missed Ronaldo, you missed Kane. Lewandowski wants to leave.
Yeah.
So why don't you even get, not even lower, just get a striker that for sure can play striker?
I think they're waiting for Haaland at the end of the season. Because I don't...
I think Haaland has another contract.
Really?
Surely he stays longer.
At
He's doing
Dortmund.
so well at Dortmund.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Sancho left Dortmund.
I'm not.
Because everybody knew that he
Sancho
was,
had been there 3 years.
everybody knew Sancho wasn't
They
doing
wanna
loads
win
there.
something.
Yes, but I say Sancho stays there 2 more years.
Nah.
That's when he then easily doing one in the Premier. I said at the start of the season, I'll say it now, he's not good enough for the Premier League yet.
I think he is.
Actually, he's skilled enough.
I think...
Not for a team like United, City,
his,
Chelsea, Liverpool.
I think his issue is the current system at United is not built around anyone.
Exactly, but it's not Ronaldo now, isn't it?
No.
It's not built around
Not
him,
at all.
but Ronaldo
'Cause if it was
seems
built
to just
around
go,
him, they'd
"That's my game."
just put it in a front two so that there's someone doing the pressures.
Built around McFred.
It is. It's so
Exactly.
stupid.
It's just we've got our DMs, we'll fit everyone else in around
Sorry,
it.
I said it today. Pogba, if playing at United, could be the best midfielder in the world, isn't it?
But
if
Pogba and
played.
McTominay do not work.
Exactly.
Last
That's why
night
you
they were
replace
shown
it.
up so many times.
But Fred is terrible.
But Fred's awful. I don't
He's
see
the worst footballer.
why Van der Beek doesn't play. And then they stick to that free back.
Should we talk about Ole at the wheel then? Because we've discussed quite heavily how Conte can fix Tottenham. It's obviously it's going to be his.
And defend, yeah. No, we've done.
Yeah, we've ticked off everything on our list for Conte, but yeah, obviously there is going to be a change of system. We imagine with Conte it will be a 3-back.
Do you know what I found
But
out
then I
today?
thought Nuno would be a 3-back, and he went for a
Do you know what I found out today?
4-back for some games. So
Nuno's entire staff got sacked as well. They've lost every staff member.
yeah, I know a lot. Some staff stopped turning up to training. That's how bad it got with Nuno.
Yeah, but that wasn't Nuno's staff.
Yeah,
There's 13, 14 staff members gone.
yeah, but Conte's going to bring guys in, isn't he?
Yes, but you can't get rid of over half of your training staff.
What they did with Mourinho.
Yeah, but it's stupid. Like, honestly, Spurs' board they're worse than ours.
Yeah, but they don't have anyone. That's the thing. Tottenham don't have like
Do you know Eddie's...
set coaches. They bring in a manager and he brings all his staff with him.
But they shouldn't need to. What Spurs should do? Get coaching staff that work. I like why they got rid of what's his face? Pochettino's. He was still getting Champions League football, making it to Champions League finals.
They got rid of Pochettino, and then I think the Mourinho wanted to bring in his own guys.
Exactly, but they should have gone there.
Yeah, but I don't think Mourinho would have joined then. I think Mourinho would have gone, nah, all right then.
Yeah,
I'm off.
Mourinho's staff at the time, I know, was it working great at United?
Yeah, I think Mourinho's time at United is very underestimated. I think it is a fantastic job
think of
with
what he did at
how
United.
he got second.
But then Wenger did on his downfall.
Yeah, but
Wenger's worst seasons of his career, he got second. By 2
Mourinho
points.
was not
3 points or something.
not appreciated enough for what he did.
Oh yeah,
That
don't get me wrong,
United
great
side
manager.
was
I'd say
horrible.
he's 4th best of all time behind, maybe not of all time, but as in the Premier League, behind Alex Ferguson, Wenger, Pep, him. I think that's the top.
I'd put my head to Pep if it's Prem.
Yeah, no, that's what Prem, I guess.
Of all
all
time,
time,
for me,
Ferguson,
Mourinho
Cruyff.
could be like a 5th or something, but
5th, 6th,
but
yeah.
top is for me Cruyff.
It has to be Ferguson. He was different. He was just.
Ferguson was a serial winner, but Cruyff, the way he reinvented the total football,
Yeah.
and he made Pep Guardiola.
No, I put him second.
Without Pep,
I'd-
without Cruyff, there is no Pep.
Yeah, no,
Which means there's no 2010
He's
Barca.
He's definitely second for me. Definitely. Like, there's no one. And then it's Wenger, and then it's. I'd still say
Yeah,
Mourinho.
Wenger.
Mourinho. That I can think of off the top of my head, obviously.
I
There'll
think
be more.
Mourinho.
Mourinho's
I
top
think
5.
after that, it's like Mourinho, Pep, Alf Ramsey, Brian Clough,
Oh, I forgot about Alf Ramsey, to be fair.
those kind of guys.
But
are
Mourinho,
all kind of in
for
the
me,
mix there.
Mourinho's managerial career is better than Pep's managerial career. I know Pep won more, but Mourinho's tactics and the way that he can He can mould any team, really.
I think his character as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great.
From Mourinho's quality.
Yeah.
But
brilliant.
I really like watching Pep's teams play. Not so much now because it's Man City and I hate Man City.
I don't like his style of football. The way they'll get it all, it's like how we play. It's like Mikel Arteta tries to copy it, we just play bad because we'll get the ball in the box, we'll turn around and whiz it back to our right back that's never there. It's like, what are you doing? It's fair, he's there quite a bit now. He's the greatest right back in the league. Sorry.
Shout out Tommy Ashley.
Oh, my boy.
Is he now your favourite Arsenal player?
Behind Tierney, I'd say so, yeah. He is.
Nice.
Oh, honestly. Tierney is my favourite player that's played for Arsenal since Ramsey.
Wow. Aaron.
Ramsey was just different.
Man like
And he
Aaron
might be
Ramsey.
coming back. I got so excited when I saw this yesterday.
Really?
He might be coming back. I was
That would be a fucking pointless move.
I know. Do you know we're apparently signing Wilshere in January?
Let's get the gang back together. What's Thomas Rosicky up to these days?
Managing him.
Arteta's going to get himself in midfield as well. It's good, and because Santi Cazorla as well. It's going to be a fun little midfield of just
Sonny's playing in. I found this out.
2010 Arsenal
Top.
midfield,
But
and it's just 5 midfielders.
I know why he's obviously doing it for nostalgia. That's the reason. Like, Wilshere's still training with us.
Damn.
So Wilshere's training with us. Not allowed to play yet because it's not January. So,
Wilshere
Ramsey's linked to
Wilshere could be a coach though.
No, he's training as a player.
No, I
get that.
I reckon he'll come as like a backup centre mid, and then he'll
Vincent Company style.
get his coaching badges, and then he'll go on Arteta's coaching team.
I think Wilshere could do well at the minute, but not I mean in like cup games and stuff, not in the league.
Yeah, in the league I don't think he's got the legs
He
for
every
it.
10 minutes, but he was he was very hyped, and then he kind of he wasn't living up to standards, but he wasn't bad. And then we got rid of him to West Ham, then he went Bournemouth for 2 years.
Might as well get the whole gang back together at this point. Get Walcott.
Walcott in his prime was insane, by the way.
Walcott at Southampton at the moment is horrific.
Yeah,
Did you
but that's
see
not
his
prime,
miss
is
the
it?
other day?
I don't like Walcott anymore because he scored for us. He scored against us for Everton and celebrated like he won the World Cup. And I'm still like,
Yeah, but he was trapped poorly by the.
yeah, but every Arsenal player
club.
was. And I'm like, Edu, he treats everyone worse. I was like, he actually annoys me, but we're not talking about him. We're
No.
back on Ole.
Ollie at the wheel.
He is.
Question mark.
No, not question mark. Can you wipe the question mark?
Is he back? Are United going to win the league and
No.
Champions League?
United,
and
I don't think we'll get top 4 this
FA
year.
Cup and League Cup. You don't.
I think we've got more of a shot than United do, just because of Ole.
Well, that's bullshit.
It's not. It's not.
No.
If we stay in the form we're in at the
Right.
minute, it's we have a better chance than.
You've got a point, but I
Then
guess
again, we'll play like Arsenal do. Play really bad at the start of the year, do well until February. And
I think
fall
a
off
lot will be shown by this Saturday, which is Manchester United versus Man City. Unfortunately, we can't cover that one on TFC
again.
Live.
12.
It's I don't know why on a Saturday.
Because Sky can't show 3 o'clock games.
Yeah, but they'd
Sky
surely
BT.
the late game that day,
Yeah.
or put it on Sunday at 4:30.
Yeah, I don't see why they didn't do
Instead, we will be here for West Ham Liverpool, so make sure to tune in. If you're on Spotify, head over to the YouTube, and
football chat. It doesn't come up with
Yeah.
TFC.
no,
Try it
don't
7
don't
times.
search TFC. It won't work. You'll find Toronto.
You actually won't. You'll find some disgusting stuff.
Don't search for
Don't search
TFC.
TFC.
Make sure to search for the football chat. But yeah, United just keep getting bailed out by Ronaldo now.
They do. You know, Ronaldo's 14 goals this season. 12 of them come from when they're behind or drawing.
Damn.
He has saved Ole's career.
Wait, 14?
He scored 14, including Cup and Champions League. He's got 6.
It's got to include Portugal as well.
No. 6 in the league.
Damn.
2 Cup.
Oh, of
6
course.
Champions
I
League.
forget he just scores in the Champions League for fun.
He does. He is.
He's not got 6 in the league. He's
does.
only got
He scored against
he's got
Spurs.
4.
Oh, you're right.
Because
Where
he's
have
not. He's not on the. I have to update the top scorers for Instagram,
That
and
means
he's not up there.
That means he scored. He is. He's like joint 3rd.
Yeah. No, he's joint 5th, but
Well,
I
yeah, but I
haven't
guess
put him in
it's
the top
3rd.
10 because that was more editing effort for me.
It was 3rd, wasn't it? Well, it would be 3rd if people hadn't scored 12 in 6 games.
No, because you've got Salah with 10,
Salah with 10, which is insane.
then you've got Vardy with 7.
Every year, usually the 10th goal scored match
And
with
then-
12, 13. He's done it. He did it in like 9.
he's insane this season. And then Antonio and Mane
Yeah.
are both joint on 6, and then it's from 5th down to like 19th have all got
It's
4
19th,
goals.
yeah, because Aubameyang's joint 5th, and then
So
Smith
is
Rowe's-
Reece James.
yeah, and then Smith Rowe's joint 19th, and then Saka's joint 32nd. We have a player joint on something
It's hard not to be joined on anything at this point.
at this minute. Yeah,
Because everyone's on 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
5,
want
6,
Aubameyang Salah to come joint again this
10.
year, just for memory. Just because it
What?
happened a couple of years ago. Joint goal scorer. That and Aubameyang is just Aubameyang.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I know,
I hate
but-
to break your dreams, but I don't think
Please.
Aubameyang's going to get joint top goal scorer. I think it's more chance of Reece James getting joint top goal scorer.
I think there is.
That
Sorry.
man's striking instincts are insane.
It's weird. But I'm saying, I said the other day, he's more of a right mid than a right back.
Our fullbacks are quality.
Yes, but they're more of midfielders than they are fullbacks.
Well, they're wing backs, aren't they? But
Exactly,
yeah.
they play more left mid, right mid, left wing, right wing.
In a
sort of thing.
3-4-3. They are very much more.
It like honestly, but I had this argument with someone saying Tommy Ash's the best right back, and I went, no, it's Reece James. I went, no,
Reece James is the best right back in the league.
right back. You can't see that. That was
Right now.
yeah. I'd say right back. He's not a right back.
You can't use inverted commas on Spotify because they don't understand what
inverted commas was used. Yeah, he's more of a it's like
you
Cucurella.
gotta say it. I'm using inverted commas right now.
Yeah, but it's like Cucurella. He's not a left back. He is a left midfielder, but he plays wing back.
Cucurella's a left back. He's the best left back in the league. He's a defender on fantasy football, mate. It counts.
No, because Salah's a midfielder on fantasy football,
He is.
but he's not a midfielder.
Yeah,
That annoys me so much.
Yeah, but then if Salah was a forward, that would be ridiculous. Imagine if all of the midfielders who should be forwards were forwards, like Son,
And then all of the defenders
Sterling.
that should be midfielders would be.
Yeah,
Sterling and Salah are the only two that really they get on my nerves because they've never played midfield. They're always been forwards.
yeah,
Why have you put them in midfield?
yeah. But then I guess they count wingers and wide midfielders the same thing. Forwards is very much strikers.
But it's just I don't know why it annoys me so much. But it doesn't annoy me for everyone. It's two players. They just get on my nerves. But nothing compares to FIFA ruin everything.
How are we on to FIFA?
We're not. We'll move on.
Yeah. This is not the FIFA chat. That's coming later in our careers. No, a FIFA Fact Open would be decent stream one day, I reckon.
Would be.
We need to get to 1k or something so people can pay us to open packs. So we can use the money they give us to put into the game. Because I don't want to put my own money into the game. I want to put your money into the game. You right there. If you're on Spotify, you can't tell, but I'm pointing at you.
He is.
All of you out there. But yeah, we've covered Ole. United are going to get relegated if they keep Ole. That's the thing. I tweeted this. Without Ronaldo, United would they would be relegated. Ole would be sacked, and they would be bottom of their Champions League group.
Yeah, they would have also got Conte before Spurs did.
Yeah, or
they would have got match week 4.
they could. I think they will still get Zidane.
I don't see why Zidane would do that though.
Ronaldo,
That's-
Varane.
That is it. Why he doesn't just call it quits now? He is so accomplished as a player and a manager. Why he'd go and join United is. doesn't make
I don't
any
think. I don't.
sense.
Yeah, but I think it's the only manager position that makes any sense for him right now.
Right now, yes.
What else is open? What Barcelona? You think Zidane's going Barca?
But to me, he goes, I'm done until a better club.
But what?
Exactly.
What, unless you're going Juventus or PSG.
But what he does, right, is he waits until Pep leaves City. Right, goes to City. It's better than United.
I think with United, because they've got the history, he would go. If I can somehow turn this around, I would be the greatest manager in the history of
Zidane for me is...
because he's already got a mental record at Real. If he somehow turns United into like
what he should
Champions League winners or
what
something
he should
like
do
that,
is just go France. Just because it's France.
like PSG.
Yeah, that's what I
just
mean.
A bit pointless though, isn't it?
Yeah. But...
Or French national team.
That's also sharp.
Get rid of Didier Deschamps.
It's Zidane. If Zidane goes to France, I want to be a manager. What are you going to do? It's Zidane.
Sorry, mate. We've already got one.
He goes, yeah, here are my 3 Champions Leagues back to back to back.
Oh, suddenly we've got a manager position.
Sorry, yeah, let me just, yeah, you're gone, mate. I'm sorry. We've got Zidane now.
Yeah, Deschamps. Sorry, mate. You're gone.
What I don't get is why countries shouldn't be able to use other nationalities for their managers. It's like we used to
I
have the
think they
Swedish
should.
one. Why though?
Because for smaller countries, they might not have good enough managers.
Yeah, but smaller countries, they go for their border and thing. I get that. But England, Germany, France, even Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah, but England's of recent have all been English.
Yeah, I know. But even back then...
All of Italy's in recent have been Italian.
But I don't know, it just... They shouldn't even
All the
have...
Brazilians are Brazilian.
Brazilian every single time.
Yeah, but it's an unwritten rule. You don't appoint a manager of another nationality to manage your national side.
Especially like a big nationality.
Unless you're
I
like...
get if you're France or Spain,
if you're
someone Moroccan.
If you're someone like
don't
Albania
go-
and you get an Italian, because
that's
most of the players in the Albanian team anyway.
Well, what they shouldn't be
play
able to do is be English and go, I want a French
Italian
one.
leagues.
Because why does that make sense?
It doesn't. But if there's a French manager kicking about who's better than every Albanian manager, then surely
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying
it's a better
England.
option. But yeah,
You not even an English one. You're
But-
Scotland, Wales before you go and look at other countries.
Mourinho to England.
No.
Imagine it though.
No, like, I
he
actually
said he'd like to manage the English national
I
team.
would refuse to watch England play. It would just annoy me so much.
I'd love it. Imagine we won something with Mourinho as manager.
I think that is obviously the easy way to do it, but it's boring. Have an English manager, right, that used to play for England, that hasn't won anything.
For me,
Let him win it.
the only man that I would replace Southgate with now that's English is
Or not even English. Someone that's
Graham
managed,
Potter.
someone that's managed in England the whole of their career.
If Mourinho's managed for a substantial amount,
I know.
2 stints at Chelsea, we'll forget about the United and Tottenham stuff, but
I think Mourinho's past his best. I don't think he's ever.
wow,
He
bold
is.
shout
No, he is.
after 1-6-1 loss to Glimt.
The club has 2 names.
Bodo/Glimt.
How do you lose 6-1?
To be fair, they are incredibly harsh conditions to play under. They're in the Arctic Circle.
With 2 club names. That's all.
I reckon there were 2 clubs and they merged.
So what they should do is do what Brighton
Bodo
did.
Glimt.
Put the word "and" in.
Bodo and Glimt doesn't sound as good as Bodo Glimt.
No, but there's a dash in the middle. No, we're not going to get angry. We're not going to get angry.
They've got the little
Why don't I...
diagonal dash. But
Not dash, what's it called? Nah, I'm going to remember it. Slash.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is.
it is. But I think we've discussed Ollie. Should we discuss Arsenal?
My boys, we should.
The worst team in the Premier League. Even Norwich are better.
Just let you know the loss.
Only facts spoken on this podcast.
Sure.
But yeah, Arsenal, they seem to be on the up again.
We are, until February, as I said, and then we just bottle it every year.
Yeah.
We do really bad. It hits November time. We do really well. End of December, early January, we start falling off. February, roughly. And then we start rising the last 2 games of the season when we're going to smack Watford 5-0 and
To be
Brighton
fair,
7.
well,
It's
that
like,
won't be
what's
happening
happening?
this year because Chelsea have got Watford on the final day.
Yeah, no, I just picked
at
2
least.
clubs.
Can't remember though.
We have Norwich, one of the final 2. Again.
I can lose in the relegation battle.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, just to let you know, we're sat 6th in the league.
They'll fall. They'll
That will fall in March, February, January. This
No, I can see Arsenal getting a 6th because Leicester haven't been anywhere near
we beat
where
Leicester
expected.
2-0, and Aaron Ramsey made the greatest save of his career.
Two
fact,
clubs who are
any-
doing really well, Brighton and West Ham, though I think could be up there.
I think Brighton will come top, maybe not top, maybe top half.
I think
They're not
Brighton.
getting Europe.
I think Brighton will get like 7th, and Graham Potter will then get the England job
Or
after the Qatar World Cup if Southgate doesn't win it.
Southgate's guaranteed Germany 2024 though.
Is he?
Yes.
How?
Because
Who's guaranteed him it?
England.
If
We've
we got knocked out of the group stages,
He's guaranteed.
losing 6-0 every game, I think they might go, you're not guaranteed anymore.
Yeah. But
Big
as it
Gaza.
stands, he's been given a contract that for until 2028
Yeah,
that
but-
can't run out until 2024. So he could run out just before Germany, but he can't run out after it. He can't run out as in the year before. He has to wait until 2024. They got given to him after we hit the finals. After semi-finals, he went, here's your contract, lad. He's like, what? What they should have done is waited until we lost to Italy.
This is
and gone,
horrific.
Here's your contract. You're no longer
Future of our
guaranteed Germany.
national team.
I don't rate Southgate as a manager. He's the most boring human alive in football.
I think Graham Potter, we would win the World Cup in Qatar. Well, maybe not in Qatar because we'd probably have to watch out for the bombs. But I think Qatar will win that World Cup because any team that tries to beat them will probably just get shot.
Qatar or Russia? Because Russia is the only country that wouldn't care.
They'll just go, oh, all right, well, we've got bigger bombs, so here we go.
Or actually, wait.
That's if Russia qualify. I don't know if Russia will.
They're fourth in their group at the minute, aren't they?
Russia are not going to qualify then.
Nah, but they're in an Asian group, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't watch World Cup qualifiers for
Really
joy.
weird.
I only watch them for streams, and we'll be doing World Cup qualifiers next weekend.
Is it next week? Oh dear.
Yeah, next Friday and then the Monday after.
Just don't want to watch England play.
It's England's Albania and then England San Marino.
Oh, it could have at least been Poland. No. We had to have something.
We're gonna watch England Albania, which it's at Wembley, but England aren't allowed any home fans.
This annoys me.
So it's basically just
Do
gonna
you know why we got banned home fans?
because the fighting at Euro final.
Was that what it is now?
I think
Because I
that's
saw
what it
everywhere
was.
the Hungarian fans got us banned. We're not allowed fans in away stadiums now because of it. But I think that's Hungary, and then home fans must be. Euros.
I've heard that because of the trouble caused at the Euros, it's 2 games thing lead, and then if we're good and then we get to go back in, and if we all behave ourselves, we can stay.
I don't get. I
So
get
that's
it was
good.
Euro final.
To be fair, that was horrific
It was awful.
What we saw
it was
from the-
tragic. Right.
from the fans there.
What they should have done is we crammed. Well, I think it was an extra 14,000 people in. Just sell them extra 14,000 tickets if you can get these 14,000 people in without tickets.
Or ban everyone who went and let everyone who can't usually go.
Yeah, that's what they should do. It's because I'd love to go to an England game, but they sell out in 38 seconds
Yeah.
or something stupid like that, and you're just like, oh.
So it'll be, the England Ultras aren't allowed in. TFC vlog at Wembley. They should let us go because there's no one there. We're not going to cause crowd trouble by ourselves.
Yeah, there's only like, what, 4 or 5 of us.
Unless you just pat on the camera, there's just 3 people and a camera in one of the stands, and that's it.
Nah, but what I don't get is
That would be quality.
they shouldn't ban everyone.
I don't see why they to be fair, it was
horrendous. Don't get me wrong.
it was a lot of people to, because they can't just
Everyone.
ban a few.
But it's not.
I think they should let the Albanian fans in, personally.
Away fans are allowed in.
Are they?
Yeah. Home. We're not allowed home.
Wow, it's basically Albania home again.
Exactly. We can't.
I thought it was just a stadium ban.
Is it behind the closed doors now?
Yeah, just
Nah, that's-
because England will still make money from it.
So I was gonna say, I was also out. Yeah, England. Well, I guess England fans could buy the tickets of the away seats.
I'm assuming that's the reason.
Then they go to sit in the Alba. Because they'd buy out the whole thing. They'd buy out
Yeah.
the whole
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. If I had the time and the money to buy an England away ticket, I would be, because they sell out half the speed the home tickets do.
There'll be fans outside the stadium though for both
They were during
the
lockdown.
Dingley game.
It's like Ipswich fans when they sat outside the stadium. You can't hear anything. It's silent. What's the point? Go and watch it.
What's all that booing going on in there?
But you know, in some stadiums there's that open gap.
Yeah.
People watch the game through that.
Like Norwich, you can book the hotel and watch the game from there.
There are a few stadiums like that. Anfield, there's a hotel that's literally on the same road that you can just about see one of the goals from.
Yeah.
You get the very top floor. Why have they done that?
Because the hotel will be making so much money.
Yeah, no, I mean, why has Anfield let this happen?
Because I imagine they have some kind of stake in that hotel.
Oh, they must actually.
And then they'll be making because they can charge so much more for that room. Because they'll be like, you can look
sure
over
it is.
Anfield and watch the game.
But it's watch the game. You're watching the away goal. You get to see
Yeah,
the
but
away
you-
fans.
yeah, but you can see the
and
whole-
the corner of not the corner of goal. It's like most of the goal.
Yeah, but you can still see what's going on.
Yeah, it's like, there's a stadium. There's a house built into the stadium that someone lives in.
That's what I'd do. If I owned a football club, my house is going to be on one of the corners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be so cool.
The problem would be though, if you did that,
If everyone hated me,
if
they'd
everyone
just
hated you, people would just
throw things at my house.
Yeah.
So what you do?
Bulletproof house.
Just don't be an arsehole to your club. You own the club.
Yeah.
It's
If
pretty,
you live
like it's
there,
your child at
it's
this
like,
point.
I love I live at my club. I love it so much. I live here.
And then there are managers that turn up once a season when their job's on the line.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't. He's just lucky that Ronaldo exists. But yeah, I love the tangents we get on when now that you're the podcast co-host, because we do go on some random rants. What are we looking like? Are we decent for time? Can you note it on there just so I can get it rough? Guess well, we've got a producer for a reason. You might as well do something.
25 to 6.
Damn. Wait, what are you? What? It's 25. Oh, Nelly. Great. Yeah. Should we get on to the final segment then? Should we do Fantasy Premier League? We'll reach for the phones for the audio listeners out there. I'm on the UEFA Fantasy. In fact, the Champions League games will be kicking off soon, won't they? Whatever the 5 o'clocks are.
By the way, I've made one insane sub that I should have done last week because it was the first week I ever subbed him out, and he got 10 points. He got 5 times the point the keeper I used was.
I mean, I had a great week.
I took a
Who'd you
gamble
put in
on
there?
the other Brentford keeper, and he had a stinker.
I had Eddie Mendy.
So did I. I subbed him out for Ramsdale.
I had a bloke called Fernandez.
I subbed Ramsdale out for Mendy because I was like, okay, Mendy had. Get it? Who did you play?
Newcastle.
Newcastle. And we had Leicester.
And you thought, hang on.
Hold on. Let me
I reckon
I reckon.
Callum Wilson's on a madness.
No, but he did get the clean sheet. But I wasn't expecting him to, and I was expecting Chelsea to. So I'm guaranteed points for the clean sheet. He made some ridiculous saves that game, and I was there like, oh, thank you. And then got man of the match.
I had Conor Gallagher on 13.
But I just hope everybody knows I jumped 1.8 million places in the England table.
Right, do you want to hear how much of a stinker I had? I got 43 points overall. Some of my biggest howlers, I got rid of Conor Gallagher, who got a goal and assist against City, for Hudson-Odoi, who got 3 points. I had the Brentford keeper David Raya, who got injured, so I thought in all of my genius, let's get the other Brentford keeper.
Do you want to know who?
They then lost 3-0.
Do you want to know who I subbed out Mr. Conor Gallagher for? El Yanusi, who also only got 3 points.
3's better than none. I had Son, who got me 2. Rafinha got me 9, even though that hurt me as a Norwich fan.
Rafinha got subbed in for. I can't say his name. Armando something.
Armando Broa, the best striker that I had him on my. I had him
on my main team.
Expecting him to play. Yeah, no,
I had him as captain.
He got subbed out for
And
me.
he got subbed out for Rafinha.
And then Mount got ill on the day of the Burnley game, who I'd subbed in that week as well. Chilwell luckily got me 8 points, so that's good.
Well,
and
you said you had Vardy and Aubameyang.
Quality.
So did I, and I didn't realise, but I had Aubameyang captain because I've not changed it yet.
I had Salah captained, and he didn't do great, but he did something.
See,
He did get an assist.
Right, I'm fuming.
And then for next week, I've already made my transfers.
So have I.
I had Matty Cash in defence.
They lost 4-1.
Matty Cash is awful. You should have realised that by now. I'm joking.
Matty Cash isn't terrible.
You
It's
mean
the other
Matthias
fullback,
Kwiatkowski?
Koscielny. No, I think
He's
it's.
not changed his name, surely not.
No,
Yeah,
so in
it's
England,
it's
he'll be referred to
Matthias.
as Matty Cash. In Poland, he'll be referred to as Matthias Kwiatkowski.
Is that actually what it has to be?
Yeah.
That's awful. Should he go for Matthias Koscielny?
Copy Chesney.
Yeah.
Nah, you have to go Ovsky. If you're changing your name, you have to go Ovsky.
For international.
Well, no, because it's Matty Cash, innit? So Cash, change that. Go CZSENZY.
Hear me out.
Koscielny.
Who we called Kwiatkowski, but in Premier League.
He just changed his name. He just changed his name. Just changed his name.
It's like when he plays England, who we call Kwiatkowski.
But the English commentators must say Cash. There's
Well,
no.
they can't though,
Because in England I'm Jack, but when I go to Spain...
Honestly.
But yeah, for next week, my transfers I've made...
Well, it's a Wolves player, I thought it was a Watford player.
I got Maxwell Cornet. He is playing against Chelsea. But I've got him there in case he scores. He might.
Maxwell,
It's such a Burnley thing to do, to just get a goal against Chelsea.
What number is Cornet for
We
Burnley?
always concede. Why?
Just wondering.
Number, what, like kit number?
Kit number.
Buy player shirt. Let's find out. Let's get Maxwell Cornet shirt.
That's what I'm thinking, because if he's a stupid number...
I need numbers.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you should get Foden 47 for England.
Yeah. I don't want size, I want names. This Burnley website is horrific. You keep running through your team while I try out to personalise a shirt in Burnley.
I've subbed Ramsdale back in, because...
I did the same with Conor Gallagher. I got him back.
Yeah, but he was on my bench getting 10 points.
Cornet's 20. I've already got a 20. Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, that's annoying.
From like a few years ago. I
Cornet-
could, though, get
Cornet
Glennon from Burnley's 45.
Alright. Yeah, I put Ramsdale back in for Mendy. If Mendy, I swear to God, if Mendy does better this week. And he will, actually. Like, he genuinely will, just because I've done it. It happens every week. Tommy Asu stays. Van Dijk stays. Diaz stays. I bought Cucurella in. Because... Yeah, Newcastle.
That is smart.
Because he's just great. Salah, Rafinha, El new season. Don't know why. Just have. I might put Rice in
Deckers.
against Liverpool, but if Salah's in my team, I can't do that. And then my front three is Hwang Hee-chan, Vardy, but then Rafinha, Leicester, and then Aubameyang.
Who are you captaining?
That's decent,
Aubameyang.
to be fair.
I'm captaining Smith Rowe.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I've just looked at it. I've got 2 Arsenal. I've got 3. I didn't see Ramsdale. Nah.
Don't captain. I wouldn't captain Ramsdale.
I'm captain Aubameyang every week.
Who have they got? Watford.
Watford.
Yeah, you're going to be fine, mate.
That's what I'm saying. If Aubameyang can put 6 past Ben Foster, please. Not only will he make great content...
Yeah, Ben. Captain him, mate. He captained Salah, didn't he? Or at least, I don't know whether it was Thingweed or not.
Prime players shouldn't be able to play fantasy.
I think it's fine, though.
It is.
As long as they're not in a league with, like...
As long as they're not in the league that is going
with
on.
fans. I think it's fine if you're just playing with all your other football mates or
Yeah.
something like that.
But
And you can put all your mates in there,
but
have a
it's like
laugh.
The Ben Foster controversy of
But-
captain the player, the player does really well
Playing
against him.
against him, yeah. I mean, that's just a bit stupid on his behalf.
It is, but
He
it
should just
is
go.
a bit of a
Shouldn't probably do
a
that.
very good coincidence that the player happened to score, what, was it a hat-trick? 2?
Yeah.
In a game where this man had him captained and is now at top of his league because of it. It's just an insane coincidence, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't even blame him for that game, by the way. It's entirely... His defence is tragic.
It's Danny Rose left back, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Says it all.
My bench is Mendy, Maguire, Rice, Almond. But, you know, I might get... I can't get Smith Rowe, though, but I want Smith Rowe because he's good.
Why not? Who have you got from Arsenal?
Tommy Asu, Aubameyang,
Oh, I
Ramsdale.
forgot you love Tommy Asu.
Dude, he holds a place in my heart.
For me,
How many Arsenal players have you got?
he's got 3.
But I want Smith Rowe, so I might have to replace. I can't replace Aubameyang because I promised someone I'll captain him at every game for the rest of the season.
Who did you promise?
I did also say it on here because I triple captain him when he's going to stay captain for the rest of the season. I might replace Ramsdale, put Mendy back in your.
I was just looking at random kit numbers because we were thinking. And I went to the Leeds site and they've currently got a sale on. The shirt was £60. It's now £60. So if you want to save £0, get your Leeds shirts now, guys. But yeah,
This
I
is
think
the only shot I'd ever get from a Premier League player that isn't Arsenal.
what, Mark Cucurella?
Yeah.
What, because of his long hair?
No, because he's an absolute baller. Oh, and I get to
It's
save.
not because of his long hair then.
No.
What's Rafinha's number? He's 10. Right. Anyway.
I'm
Is
assuming you have a 10.
Yes, I've got Neymar PSG 4th kit.
Right.
Cucurella's
Cucurella's a free. I have a free already. Right.
I don't, but that's gonna be Maldini. So.
Mine is Kieran Tierney.
But yeah, I think that's everything. It's been a decent one.
FBI standing.
FP. This, I mean, if you're on Spotify, you won't be able to check this unless you join the league.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram and DM us, and I'll give you the code. If you really want to join the league, 11 games in. If not, you just have to listen up to see who's top. But
When did I get 116? When I captained Gabriel when he got 30 points for me. Oh no, this is just someone in the league. This man is a genius. He captained Gabriel this weekend.
who is it?
Couldn't tell you. Not got a Scooby.
Is he in our league?
No.
No, I doubt it.
Oh. But yeah,
Nah, he must be like top. You get him minimum.
for the first time, I think all season. I mean, it'll be up on screen now, as you can see it, if
right?
you're watching on YouTube. But for those on Spotify, the first time all season, the guy in top has stayed top.
Second time it happened last week.
Did it?
Last time I was on anyway. It didn't happen last week. It happened the week before that.
Pine Parks is on a roll.
I think he's 3 times in a row now.
He's now...
He is. He's 3 times in a row.
He's now 23 points, I think, if I can do maths. Yes.
23.
Wow. I'm good at this whole maths thing. But yeah, he's 23 points clear, which is
second and third is
which
tight.
is a huge gap. Yeah, this even
it's 1 point.
James
between
Elms, who's been so good this season, dropped to 37. 37 points this week.
He's 4th for me.
Yeah. But he's been doing so well. He got 37 points and dropped down to 4.
Oh, I thought you meant as in he dropped to 37.
No, that would have been horrific.
There was someone that dropped really far last time I was on.
The guy in 10th dropped.
Is it raining now?
I think it only just stopped. Yeah, it is raining.
Oh no.
But what? The producer doesn't have shoes. Quality.
Shall I run and get you
No.
some shoes?
We can when we finish up. But yeah,
Who dropped really far?
James Elms has dropped from up there, but yeah.
No, they dropped like 8 places.
Who?
Can't remember. It's one of these two.
Oh,
because they were new to the top.
I think it's Wofa Tuchel. But yeah, but who has just entered the studio? What? This is... Wow. Anyway, that's the end of our fantasy football section then. Because we've ever been interrupted on a podcast. But yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks good to end off there. Thanks for watching. This is our first one on Spotify, so if you're watching on YouTube,
thank you for listening.
Yes. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to head over to the Spotify. I don't know how. There should be a link in the description. If not, go to the Insta. There'll probably be a link somewhere. I don't know how it works. We haven't set it up yet, but by the time this is out, we should have it out on Spotify as well. Or it might be out like a day after or something like that.
Yeah.
And then look out for a video tomorrow, because this should be going out on Thursday. So look out for a video tomorrow. Premier League predictions. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. And then podcast next week.